Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Andrew Ntabo. The main aim of this channel is to educate the viewers on various issues that affect us in our society. Please like, share, subscribe and comment below, and turn your post notifications bell if you want to get more of my videos. Okay, so my viewers, today we are going to discuss on the challenges of the education sector. But before we go to the discussion, I would like to introduce my guest, or my guest to introduce himself. And then from there, we are going to go straight to the questions. And I'm also going to ask him to recap for us briefly concerning the youth leadership. And then from there, we are going to move on. So welcome so much to the show, Jermaine. So I want to give you this platform to introduce yourself and just do a brief recap for us, in matters concerning youth leadership, and then we'll move from there. Welcome.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for giving me this opportunity today to come and speak on the topics or highlight some of the challenges we face. What I do, I'm a man of many hats.
Yeah.
So one thing that is relevant to what we speak today is that I do is I'm a director in an organization called Big Dream Vision, Director of Students and Recruitment. And there we also deal with, we have a program called the Confident Drip, where we reach out to girls who are facing menses humiliation and embarrassment, and also tackle some of the challenges and solutions and mentorship towards teenage pregnancies, so that they can be able to stay in school and finish up.
Yeah, sure.
So just a recap on the last week's session. It was really brilliant. Mm-hmm. It was a great session. I was able to watch it, and what I can say is youth leadership, we have a great responsibility as youth of this nation to offer solutions to some of the problems that the country is facing right now, and a lot can be done in the policy implementation, because one of the challenges that we've been facing as a nation is our policies are not implemented,
right,
either because of lack of funds, or either funds are not allocated to specific policy implementation committees purposefully to be able to cut out and create a status quo. So those are some of the areas in a highlight that we need to watch, and we need to work on towards providing a solution towards the leadership of our nation and the state at which we are in as a nation. So youth, rise up,
Sure.
take the responsibilities,
Right.
do the hard things, do the tough things, so that we can be able to leave a legacy when our children get to question us on what we did.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I think it's time for the youths to stand up.
Yes.
Okay, so today, now allow me to go straight to these questions that we have today.
Mm-hmm.
Now the first question, a few weeks ago we've seen a serious rise of teenage pregnancies, to the extent that the CS of Education, Professor Magoha, has even come up with committees to deal with this issue. And another, I think the other week or so, like around 3 weeks ago, we were also surprised to hear that in Machakos County, yeah, the level of teenage pregnancies is so high even than COVID-19 cases. So the question is, what is your take on this, on the unwanted, teenage pregnancies? What can you say concerning that subject?
That's really true. Just going through the statistics, it's really mind-boggling.
Yes.
To get to see what's happening and how it's affecting us, because if we look at the growing numbers and the statistics, we get to see and realize that this has a ripple effect in our economy, and it has affected, or it has slowed down the implementation of the SDGs, the Vision 2030 and some of these things. Because we're in a nation where majority of the population are ladies,
right,
and we've seen how much the statistics speak on how ladies are leaving school, or are not able to go to school because of teenage pregnancies. So that's one thing. One thing I can say is we have to provide solutions to this.
Yeah.
And one of the solutions that we provide as Big Dream Vision is mentorship programs for them.
Oh, there's mentorship programs.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have mentorship programs for the ladies. Every March, every February we go out. We have our people on the ground as well.
Do you have a specific age group, or you just
We have between high school
Yeah.
and primary,
and primary?
primary 8.
Yes, yes.
Because at this age, like this year we visited a county in Migori.
Okay.
We visited also another county which is Kisumu and Kabiangek,
Okay.
Bomet County.
Okay.
So in those areas we saw lots of girls. You know, we were having conversation with these girls, and none of them had a vision, just because of the setup that they have in the local place. Early marriages being set up early enough, them being exposed to sex at an early age,
Yeah.
which leads to teenage pregnancies. So this has really affected their education and has slowed down the growth of economies and families. Because once you affect a lady, as Obama said,
Yes.
you've affected an entire nation.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you think parents are to blame, or teachers, in your view?
In my view, I wouldn't say parents and teachers are to blame, but I would say we are all are to blame.
Okay. We must take responsibility.
All of us must take the responsibilities, because one, we can't say it's only teachers, we can't say it's only parents.
Okay. Yeah.
Even us as brothers to them,
Yes.
we have a responsibility to ensure our sisters do the right thing at the right time. As teachers, they have a responsibilities. And one thing that has really hit parents hard is the status of our economy, where parents are hardly at home. You see, we're currently in an economy where parents are not at home over the weekends, where while maybe 10 or 20 years ago, parents were available for their children. We're in an economy where a parent will give a girl money, or the daughter money, to be able to help her feel that I'm there as a parent. So those are some of the things that I thank coronavirus for.
The blessings. Of
The blessings of coronavirus, because
Yeah.
they've enabled families to have
to unite and
to unite.
Yes.
They've enabled girls and students and teenage girls to be able to have moments with their moms,
Yes.
with their dads, and as compared to other superficial relationships of just handing over cash
Okay.
but not being there physically.
Sure.
So parents, let's take that time. Brothers, let's take that time, reach out to our young ones and help them to be able to finish up their educations, finish up their pursuits that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think our education system in general needs a reform, or rather a radical reform at the moment?
Yes, we do need a radical reform, and specifically towards research,
Yeah.
specifically towards skill-based education, and specifically towards institutions being really particular with the coursework that is relevant to what's there in the market. Like, for example, an IT course shouldn't still be doing or studying a program that is not being used now.
In the 70s, 80s.
Yes,
Yeah.
they should be up to date with the program that probably Python or some of
Yeah,
these programs
yeah,
that are
yeah.
relevant to artificial intelligence and all these
Oh, yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we need reform towards research, towards skill-based, and towards training, something that's relevant to the market. Yes.
Yeah, for example, you can see we have universities in the developed world. Like in the US, John Hopkins University, and the UK, Oxford University. They are the universities currently in this pandemic. They are giving us data, they are doing research and all those kind of things. I think you are right by saying that we need a radical reform and universities must change their thinking.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, especially here in Kenya
Yeah.
and Africa in general.
It's something that not only the universities but the educational
Or
sector,
education,
the
yeah.
entire educational sector
Sure.
should come up and support each other with the university. Then it shall be one move.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, the government of Kenya has allowed the universities to go back to learning this September, and basing it on the way our Ministry of Health are saying, you know, the rise of the cases every day and all those kind of things, the challenges. Do you think it is right, or do you think it is the universities are ready to go back to September and ensure that the students come back? There's a lot of there's a lot of issues there. So, what is your view on that?
I think my question mostly will be, will the universities be ready, or are the parents ready?
Oh, okay.
Are the parents ready? Because universities can do a few things to get ready, but will they be able to receive students? Will parents be able to release their students to go? Because we are in an economy where 75% of the economy relies on capital that comes into your pocket daily. Relies in how do we call it? Hand to mouth.
Yeah.
We are an economy where it's hand to mouth. We are not in an economy where a majority have savings. Majority have a financial cushion plan that cushions them from what we've experienced, the ripple effect of COVID-19.
Yeah.
So I think most parents want to be able, or want to be ready to release their parents, to release their children. Sorry, not only because of the COVID situation and the numbers, but also because of the financial situation.
Oh, yeah.
Because it will be an issue of can it wait up to next year? Can I sit with my student at home up to next year?
Is it a priority?
It is a priority, you see. So those are some of the questions that I think parents will be having in their minds. And I'm sure for university, probably next year, January, next year, May, will be the right time, or will be a time at which a university will be able to start getting their usual numbers of students back on campus. But this gives also an opportunity for universities to pick up on online learning.
Yeah.
Because I think online improve much more. So it's an opportunity that comes with a blessing as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Jermaine, what is your final thoughts?
We shall overcome this situation, and I believe most of the problems that we face in our nation, we have solutions to them. It's just a matter of us sitting down in unity together, trying to brainstorm issues, trying to brainstorm on possible ways of providing these solutions without being affected, or without any solution being affected by politics, tribalism, ethnicity, or corruption. Then we'll move forward as a nation. But if you're still affected by all these things, then, or if you find solutions that has self-interest behind them, we'll always move in circles. So this has provided an opportunity for us to get better. So it's just up to us on how we take it. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, my viewers. That has been our time today. I'm so grateful that Jermaine has come and he has, demystified or broken down all these issues that really affect us in our society, especially in our education system. So please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and don't forget to leave your comments below there as we continue to engage. This is not just a one moment thing. It's something, or it's a subject that we need to keep on discussing until a solution is found. Thank you very much, Jermaine, for coming to the show.
Thank you.
And next week we are going to meet again, my viewers. We are going to try and continue the discussion, maybe on another level concerning leadership Next week we are going to finalize on leadership, concentrated on the government, or the structure of governance in this country and in the world in general. Thank you very much, and God bless you.